Hello friends, welcome to this 25-minute yoga practice. Today we'll be flowing into tree pose, so strengthening our outer hips, stretching our inner hips, and building spinal awareness. We'll start by taking the soles of the feet together, the knees out wide, and lie all the way back. Hands can rest by your sides, or you can take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, wherever you feel comfortable. We'll be here for a minute. Really starting to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Noticing all points of contact between your body and the mat. Notice the back of your head, your shoulders, your low back. When you're ready, we'll draw our knees together and grabbing the outer edges of both feet, coming into a happy baby. So taking the knees out wide, this time drawing them close to the armpits or going in that direction. Always an option to involve some movement, some gentle rocking from side to side. And slowly let it go, planting your feet wide, knocking your knees to the right and to the left, back and forth. Take it slow, really feel all the sensations in this movement. Coming back to center, we'll take another happy baby, grabbing the outer edges of both feet, and then plant your left foot. You can either keep that knee bent or straighten out the leg long on the mat, keeping this happy baby on the right side, and then connecting your right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Finding this figure 4, option to draw both legs in, keeping your right foot flexed here. Remember to breathe. Let it go. We'll come back into a full happy baby on both sides, feeling the difference from the right side and the left. Maybe one feels a little more stretched. And then letting that right foot plant, keeping a half happy baby on the left side. And then drawing that ankle over and across onto the right thigh, keeping the left foot flexed. Option to gather both legs, drawing them closer to you. Staying connected with your breath. Gently let it go. We'll come into one last and final happy baby. Always an option to play here. We'll rock and roll our way up into a seated position. So I'm going to face you so you can see me here. We'll take those feet out wide. And again, knocking the knees from right to left. It's more challenging to not use your hands, but you can kickstand your hands behind you here if you need support. And then there's the option to come up onto your shins, alternating sides, garnering strength in your hip, using that outer hip to balance, press up, come back to center, taking your feet out wide. We'll work our way into a wide-legged forward fold here. So folding over from right to left, alternating sides. And then come to center, take a few pulses up and down here, really driving your heels into the earth before melting forward, keeping length in the spine. So you can stay up on your hands, you can come to your forearms. You might even find a little more depth than what I'm demonstrating here. Reconnect with your breath. Go ahead and press back up. We'll make our way into tabletop, hands and knees. We'll start with hip circles on the left. So drawing big circles in the air with your left knee. Going a few times in one direction and a few times in the other. We'll do some fire hydrants. So keeping that knee bent, take 10 pulses out to the side with your leg. Using that outer hip, squeeze your glute, fire up those glutes. We'll need them to balance in our practice later on. Beautiful. And then stepping your left foot up to the top of the mat. On the outside of both hands, we'll find our way into lizard. So lizard can look a few different ways. You can stay up on your hands. You can come down to your forearms. You can even tuck your back toe, lift that back knee, hover. Find whatever option feels good, where you're feeling a stretch. Hold there for a few moments. When you're ready, we'll pivot our back foot. Keep a bend in the front knee, those toes face the front of the mat. Take a few pulses into your knee. And then we'll land in this modified warrior two, hands out to the sides. Engage your core, think hips to ribs. We'll find a modified side angle, taking the forearm to the thigh. And then reverse our warrior, keeping that front knee bent, reaching up and back with the left arm. We'll cartwheel both hands to the top of the mat, send the left foot to meet the right. Over tabletop, we'll do it all again on the right side. So taking those big hip circles on the right side, drawing circles in the air with your knee, going a few times in one direction and then the other. And then taking those fire hydrants, keeping the knee bent, 10 pulses out to the right side. You want to fire up your glute. Planting your right foot at the top of the mat for lizard, keeping your hands in the center. Again, option here, tuck the back toe, lift and hover the back leg. You can drop the knee, you can stay on the hands, come to the forearms. Wherever you feel a stretch will hang out here. And slowly pressing back up, pivot that back foot behind you. Take a few pulses into your right knee, stretching our inner hips. And then finding that modified warrior two, again engaging your core, think hips to ribs. And connecting your forearm to your thigh for modified side angle. And reverse your warrior, reaching up and back with your right hand. Cartwheeling both hands to the top of the mat. Send your right foot to meet your left. We'll press our way up into downward facing dog. So press through the thumb and index finger, keeping your fingers spread out wide. We'll walk our feet out a little bit wider. And walk our hands back, coming into this malasana squat, sinking our hips down. Again, connecting our awareness with our spine, finding length here. Length through the crown of the head. And then we'll slowly straighten our legs, keeping the front half of the body hanging heavy. Finding ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands. You can move here, you can play, bending into your knees. And slowly rolling all the way up to standing. Let's take a few neck rolls. Going in both directions. And slowly walk your way all the way up to the top of the mat. We'll inhale, our hands come up high. Exhale, sink back into chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We'll inhale, our left leg up high, bend into the knee. And then plant your foot at the top of the mat. Pivot your back foot so the back heel's further back than the back toes, rising up into warrior two, keeping a bend in your front knee. Thinking hips to ribs here, engage your core. And then connecting your forearm to your thigh for side angle. We'll make our way into reverse warrior, reaching up and back with the left hand, finding length in the side body, keeping a deep bend in the front knee. And coming to face the right side of the mat, we'll keep our heels in, toes out, sinking the hips down, pressing the knees out. We're in goddess pose. And then we'll cartwheel both hands to the top of the mat, send the left foot to meet the right for downward facing dog. We'll inhale the right leg up high, bend into your knee, open the hip. Bringing the foot forward between the hands. Spin your back heel, bend into your front knee, rising up for warrior two. Shoulders are stacked over the hips here. Energy through the crown of the head. Come into side angle, connecting your forearm to the thigh, reaching up to the sky with your left hand. Find length in the spine. Coming into reverse warrior, reaching up and back with that right hand, deep bend in the front knee. Cartwheel both hands to the top of the mat. Send your right foot to meet your left. Downward facing dog. Step both feet up. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, sit back into your chair, light on the toes, heavy on the heels. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, fingertips to shins. Exhale, step back to your plank. Chaturanga, elbows to ribs. Upward facing dog, leading with the heart. Downward facing dog. Inhale up that left leg, bend into the left knee, open your hip. Sending your foot between your hands at the top of the mat, spin your back heel. Keeping that bend in the front knee, will rise back up into a warrior two on the left side. Again, engaging your core, drawing your hips to your ribs. This time we'll straighten out the front leg, reaching up with the left hand, finding a reverse triangle. Coming into triangle, hinging forward at the hips, connecting the left hand with the pinky toe side of the left foot. Broad through the chest. And then we'll turn to face the right side of the mat, this time all 10 toes facing forward. Shifting slightly forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale, relax your chin to your chest. Walking both hands up to the top of the mat, send your left foot to meet your right for downward facing dog. We'll inhale the right leg up high, bending into your knee, opening your hip. Drawing your knee forward, plant your foot between your hands, spin your back heel, bend into your front knee, and rise up, warrior two. That front knee should be tracking the middle of the front foot, but not crossing the toes. Reach up. Find length from fingertips to toes in your reverse triangle. And then hinging forward, coming into triangle, connecting the right hand with the pinky toe side of the right foot. Cartwheeling both hands to the top of the mat. Send your right foot to meet your left for a downward facing dog. We'll inhale the left leg up high. Bend into your knee. Draw your knee forward. And let your shin rest across the top of your mat, shifting your right foot a little bit further back. We'll melt forward into pigeon here, trying to level off the low back, finding a stretch on your outer hip, connecting with your breath, noticing all the sensations happening throughout this pose. Pressing back up, tucking your back toes, lifting your hips, sending the left foot to meet the right. We'll switch it out. Inhale, the right leg flies. Exhale, bending into your knee, letting your shin rest comfortably across the top of the mat, and melting forward into a pigeon, leveling off the low back. Slowing down in this moment, notice how deeply you can connect with yourself. Slowly pressing up, we'll tuck our back toes, lift our hips, find a downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg flies. Exhale, plant your foot between your hands. Keeping all 10 toes facing forward here as you bend into your front knee and rise up for crescent pose. Again, engage your core. Think hips to ribs. And then we'll shoot off that back leg. I'm going to face you so you can see the full pose here. We're going to balance on our left foot so that right foot can come anywhere on the inside of the left thigh other than the knee. You can take your hands and let them rest at your hips. You can grow your branches. Embrace the wiggle here. Embrace falling. Embrace the shake. It's part of the process and how we build strength. Let it go. Step your left foot back, bend into your front knee. We'll find crescent on the other side. Hips to ribs, shoulders away from the ears. And then pressing forward into our tree, using our right foot as our standing foot this time. Finding your variation wherever you want to place that left foot on the inside of the thigh, wherever you want to keep your hands. Grow your branches, hands at the hips. And slowly let it go. We'll make our way down to a seated position and lie all the way back on our backs. So we're going to find these Gomukhasana legs. So crossing one knee on top of the other and grabbing opposite foot with opposite hand. You might feel a stretch here on your outer hips. We'll stay here for a few moments. Let's switch sides. So whichever knee you had on top of the other, switch it out. Wonderful time to reconnect with the breath here if you lost it. And let's let that right leg go long on the mat, keeping the left knee into the chest. And then draw your knee across your body for a twist, grounding both shoulders into the mat. Using your hand to guide your knee deeper into that twist. Unwinding. Keeping your left leg long, draw your right knee into your body. And guiding your knee across your body for that twist, keeping both shoulders grounded. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you deepen your twist. And slowly unwinding here. Draw both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug to finish off the practice. Taking one last full body stretch before we come into Shavasana, letting the hands lay down by the sides. letting your body melt into the mat, returning to those deep breaths, absorbing the practice. Stay here for as long as you like. Namaste.